Hello and welcome back to the Abundant Joy Tarot. This is our day, and it's hard to believe, but this is day 5 in this process of 6 days that I felt inspired to do after seeing the number 222 multiple times. And we are just investigating here what your guides or angels want you to discover, what they want you to know. And I was doing a series of pulling 2 affirmation / charm cards, 2 oracle cards, and 2 tarot cards to just give us some quick insights into some guidance from your guides and angels. So this is day 5, unbelievably so. And we are going to jump in. So I'm going to pull from the Moon Magic messages for your pick a card. And so I'm asking Spirit to give us what we need for pile 1. And I think it's this one. So there's 1. And then pile 2. Oh, I felt like it was. There we go. This 1, 2, and 3. Okay, so those are our piles. And what I'll do is I'll do what I've been doing, the pick a pile. I will go ahead and choose the rest of the pile next, but for the purposes, if you want to just jump right in, you can jump right in. These are raw crystals. So we've got Adventurine raw, and then we've got a raw clear quartz and a raw Lapis crystal to help you choose. So this will be pile 1, pile 2, and pile 3. And you can choose from those and go directly to the timestamps, or you can hang on for a minute here, and I will pull the rest of the cards, and then we'll go into the full readings. All right. So the timestamps are in the description. Again, this is Abundant Joy Tarot. This is our day. If you like what you're seeing, please like, share, and subscribe as we continue to build this community. With that, I'm going to pause. And now we will continue on with the rest of the pick-a-pile. So this is a little bit of a different, it's not even really an oracle deck. It's more of an affirmation deck. It's called Ask and It Is Given. I've had these cards for many, many years. So I'm going to actually cover this there. So that'll be for pile 1. Really kind of more of your affirmation type cards. I feel like this is for 2. Oops. 2. Okay, and then we'll pull 1 for 3. Oops, that one flew out. Okay. All right, so this will be for 3. All right, so those are those cards. Those are our affirmation and charm cards. And then I'm going to pull 2 oracle cards. 1 oracle card is going to come from the Sacred Traveler oracle cards. And so Spirit, if you can give us, which card do we need for pile 1? For pile 1. Which oracle card do we need? For pile 1. Okay. I think it might be this one here. I just got 1 there. 1. Oh, looks like that is 2. And then we're pulling for 3. There we go. 3. That's the Sacred Traveler. And then we're going to pull oracle cards from the Spirit Animal Oracles. These are beautiful cards. Spirit Animal Oracle cards. So for pile 1, Spirit, what card do we need? Oop, flew right out. 1. And for pile 2, oop, and 2. And looks like that is going to be pile 3. All right, and then for the tarot, excuse me, we are pulling from the tarot of the divine. And we are going to pull two cards for each pile. So, do a quick shuffle there. And then, Spirit, if you can find the right 2 cards for pile 1. So 1 and 2. Okay. And for pile 2, what 2 cards do we need for pile 2? Oh, not much flying out here. Okay, I want to actually reshuffle these. Okay, so let's look at pile 2. 1 and pile 2. 2 and pile 3. 1. Oopsie. Okay. And 2. All right. So that is going to be our decks for the reading. So we've got, this is going to be for 1 with the Adventurine. And this is going to be for, oopsie, 2 with the clear quartz. Oops. There we go. And then this will be for 3 with the lapis. All right, so those will be your piles. As I said before, the timestamps will be in the description below. And I will look forward to seeing you in your readings. This will be pile 1, pile 2, and pile 3. See you soon. Hello and welcome back to the Abundant Joy Tarot. This is Ade. So we are continuing on this journey of investigating what your guides want you to discover, what your guides want you to know. And these are quick readings using the 222 that, because I kept seeing that number, so I just got the idea to play around with that and to do 2 affirmation cards, 2 or charm cards, 2 tarot cards, and 2 oracle cards to kind of give us a quick glance into what your spirit guides might be wanting you to discover. Okay. That being said, if you chose the raw Adventurine and this card, this is pile 1 and this is your reading. Okay, so let's jump right in. So wow, okay, so just in looking at this card right here, I'm really getting the sense of like strength with the lion here and looking over the world. There's really wow, you either have like guides that you know, some people see their guides in the form of animals. There may be an animal guide that's with you that is strength, but I'm also just getting the sense, because it really feels like it's just a power, just a very strong protective power that is watching over you from a much higher place. And it also is, what I'm hearing is that you need to tap into this unlimited strength that you have available to you. So if for some reason you're not feeling in your power or in your strength right now, all you beautiful souls that chose pile number 1, this to me is a clear message that it is time to tap into that inner strength that you have, that you already have access to. Okay, and the card is, I am courageous and powerful. I am courageous and powerful. So yeah, getting back to that idea of strength. Okay, so let's see what else we have here in the cards. This is an affirmation card. I had these cards for some time. It's interesting here. So it says, just to receive what I want, I must not push against unwanted. And really what this card is saying, and I'll share with you what it says on the back. So it says, this is an expanding universe and all things must be allowed. In other words, for you to understand and experience what you desire, you must understand that which you do not desire. For in order to be able to choose and focus, both must be present and understood. It's interesting because we were talking, I think, the other day or so, or in the reading, it kind of came up, this idea of that we understand. We enjoy the sunlight, we enjoy the warmth of the sun, and we enjoy it even more when we have understood the cold and the bitter of the frost, right? So the duality of the two is important to our lives. And I feel like this card is reminding you that sometimes we may experience some things that we don't want, but in that recognition of those things that we don't want, it becomes more crystal clear for us on what we do want. And it allows us the gift of focusing on those things that we do want, because we are powerful. We are very powerful human beings, and our thought process will create our outer reality. So if we can get clear about what we actually do want in our lives, then those are the things that we can begin to focus on and bring more of into our lives. So really this card is just saying, you know, if you're experiencing some things that are unwanted in your life, one way to look at it is that they are providing an opportunity for you to get clear about what you do want. So turn your focus to those things that you do want. So now let's look quickly at the two tarot cards that you have here. Wow. So this card is telling me, the first card is the Three of Swords. And this card is all about heartbreak, grief, loss, but really like a really heavy loss. So some of you may have experienced a recent heartbreak or pain or suffering. And for that, I say, I am so sorry. I wish I could give you a big virtual hug. I know this card. I know this feeling. So, you know, just in even looking at this, like, you know, you can see the lightning coming at the background. There's kind of an energetic charge here. So one of the things that I will say is that, you know, if nobody ever wants to experience heartbreak, and Lord knows I don't wish it on a single soul. I don't wish it on a single soul, my loves. But if you do experience it, one of the things is that it can also act as an activating force. All right. It sort of brings me back to this idea of when we experience those things that are painful, those things that are unwanted, it provides an opportunity for us to turn laser focus on the things that we do want. Okay. On the things that we do want. And your next card that you have is the Seven of Coins. Now, it talks about, because the coins are also representing like the pentacles, okay? And so, sorry, the Seven of Coins is at a stage where you have been building, but you may not have been seeing the bounty of your work yet. It's kind of like, in this depiction here is actually from a Mayan story, but it is talking about having to be resilient and to make decisions that are courageous, actually, that are courageous. And so I feel like what this card is really saying right now for you in the context of this reading, it's about staying focused, because your Seven of Pentacles or your Seven of Coins is really going to be talking about having the perseverance that you need to keep moving towards your goal and your destination. It's that point in time where you need to almost sort of re-engage your perseverance, your determination on moving yourself forward. And I'll tell you, loves, when you fall into a place where you're in heartbreak, sometimes there is an extra amount of perseverance and determination that you have to put on yourself to be able to pull yourself out of a place in which you have been broken or hurt in some way. Okay. But so these cards together are actually a nice combination. Not that I want heartbreak on anybody, but the fact that this card is here that is just saying that you have the strength and the energy that you need through continued hard work to persevere and get to where it is that you're trying to go. So hang in there, loves. Hang in there. Use this as an opportunity to get clearer about what it is that you actually do want, what you actually do want in your life, and persevere to that. Now, it's interesting because I thought I pulled one card, one of these oracle cards and one of these oracle cards, but it looks like pile one got two. So we have two cards. So let's take a look at what we have. Wow. Okay, gorgeous. So I'm going to pull these down. I'm hoping they are still in the lens for you. These are the tarot cards. And then these are your oracle cards. Lovely. Well, oopsie. Sorry about that. Okay. Wow. I'm going to go ahead and pull the rest so we can see the full story here. Okay. All right. So we've got... Wonderful. Okay, so your guides are really kind of giving us some strong messages here, which I think is wonderful given where you may be. So if you're in struggle, if you are in pain, again, my heart is just so open to you. But I just, what your guides are really saying is like, okay, so you got the wasp spirit, okay? And the wasp spirit is saying, sometimes life stings, okay? And that is so very true. And particularly if you're in the energy of the Three of Swords, you're feeling the sting of life right now, okay? But the message is that think about the things that you may be holding on to. Okay, so the oracle message is that not all that spirit creates in nature is easy to love. All right, but when we look through the eyes of the wasp, we recognize that even though sometimes life stings, there is a purpose for the pain, just as there is a purpose for the wasp in the natural world. And that's sometimes a hard message to swallow, because I myself don't personally like to experience any pain, nor do I want anybody else to have to experience pain. And sometimes it seems like, what's the point of it, right? But wasps keep insect populations down, supporting the growth of plants. So the sting of life may hurt, and you may feel deeply disappointed and even resentful that this wasp spirit has shown up, okay? Don't nobody like to see a wasp either, because I don't nobody want to get stung by them. But you will soon come to see that spirit has something wonderful in store for you. You may well come to realize that being stung led to something far better than you had envisioned for yourself. So this is a beautiful card because it is really saying that Spirit has a plan. Just as there is a plan for the wasp spirit, there is a plan for you. So if you are in a place where you are feeling like life is stinging you, it is telling you that that there's a space for you, that there's a reason for it, and that you're going to come out on the other side. It kind of echoes back to the original thing that we pulled out here, was understanding what you don't want so you can focus on what you do. This is also saying align with spirit now and trust that this too shall pass, for it is already doing so. For the pain subsides when you stop telling the story of how much it hurts. Okay. That's a harsh message, y'all, but it's true. It is true. When you can begin to turn your focus away from the painful thing and toward the thing that you want to bring in your life, I promise you that the pain will begin to subside. And the other beautiful card that you have here is the cow spirit. Now, if this cow is not hilarious, I don't know what is. It's got all those flowers wrapped around it. And it is a funny little cow. But the cow brings the message of miracles are endless. And Lord knows you may feel, particularly if you're in that Three of Wands energy, you may be really wanting a miracle, because sometimes the pain of the not Three of Wands, the Three of Swords, sometimes the pain of the Three of Swords can feel almost debilitating, quite frankly. And so believe me, I understand. Okay. But this is saying here that you are at a beautiful point in your life, for your needs are being met effortlessly and in so many ways. So fully embrace this truth by focusing on all you have right now. Again, where's your focus? Where's your attention? The cow spirit nudges you. They don't sting. They nudge you to pay attention, because this is the perfect time to focus on the choices, actions, and behaviors that you know feed your soul and bring your whole heart contentment. Okay, so the cow is a gentle spirit, but it promises you will never run out of miracles. It asks you to pay attention to how much you nourish your mind, body, and spirit, because right now you're wobbling around like a newborn calf on its unsteady legs. Perhaps you've been spending too much time distracting yourself on the internet, or obsessing over a relationship, or choosing to eat food that is not healthy. Whatever it is, you are being nudged gently by that cow spirit to assess how you're looking after your own needs. Okay? Looking after your own needs so that you can have the energy, you all, to continue to persevere. What are you doing to take care of yourself? I would encourage you to take a moment to think right now, what can you do after listening to this reading to do some self-care with yourself? Whether it be to eat a nutritious meal, whether it be to take a bath, or take a nice hot shower, whether it be to, do your nails if you like to do your nails, or take a walk, or play with your dog or cat, or whatever it might be. What can you do specifically? And make a mental note to yourself, or even write it down. What are you going to do today to do a self-care moment for yourself? To do something that brings you joy, that turns your focus away from the heartbreak and toward the thing that you want to bring into your life. Okay? Beautiful messages, you all. Beautiful messages. Now, the other oracle cards you have here are Finding Sanctuary and In the Flow. Finding Sanctuary and In the Flow. Okay, I love that. So the Finding Sanctuary is opening to your spiritual source. So what I'm hearing very clearly is your guide saying, lean on me, lean on us, because we have what you need to be able to open your intuition, lean into your spiritual self. It depends on what many people have. There's a lot of different practices, and I'm not necessarily speaking about any specific religious practice, but what is it in your life that makes you feel most connected to a higher source? Whatever that is, they're asking you to find sanctuary. If you don't feel that you have that space, then begin to build a space for yourself where you can sit and have prayer or meditation or whatever it is that you choose to do to connect to the higher space. Create a space that feels joyful for you. If you like to have flowers, put flowers there. If you like to have, candles, then put candles there. Okay, put things that bring you joy. If you don't already have a clear practice about how you set up your altars, or set up spaces in which you can meditate. Okay, so this card is saying it's time for you to rest and rejuvenate. Tune into your spiritual source It's in times of retreat and inner sanctuary that you can truly hear the voice of your soul. And that's what we're trying to get at, y'all, is being able to hear what is that internal voice. Take moments for reflection, profound healing on all levels, y'all. Physical, mental, and emotional can come when you are able to take yourself to a stillness of a sanctuary that brings you peace. Difficult situations can be averted by taking time to go within. All right. So in those moments where maybe you're feeling distress, allow yourself to go within. Go within. Understand that you have the strength and the power you need. Sometimes the voyager becomes travel weary. Okay. The pack becomes heavy and the journey becomes frustrating and tiresome. Okay. And that is when you need to take a break, make camp, if you will, if you're traveling, and give yourself the space to rejuvenate. So your guides are saying, loves, it's time to rejuvenate. All right. This reading is going a little bit longer because we got more cards than we had before. But the final card that you have is in the flow. Everything is smooth sailing. And this card is saying very clearly that your spirits are saying, we got you. All right. Life has you. The universe has you. Even though you may be in a challenging time right now, we know that sometimes life stings, right? But miracles are going to be endless for you. Tap into your spiritual source and understand that in so doing that, you will be able to go with the flow, and those miracles will begin to flow even more fully into your life. Okay? In the flow. That's a beautiful message to end this reading on. It says everything is smooth sailing. Let go of the shore into the flow. You're moving into a period of gracious ease and flow. All is unfolding perfectly and with good timing. Everything is falling into place because you aren't resisting the drift of the great river of life. Enjoy the ride. So it's really asking you to allow yourself, try to release control, loves, and allow life to take its place, to allow you to go with the flow, and you will begin to see good things to come into your space. I'm sending you much love and light. I pray that you have a joyful, abundant day, and I'll look forward to seeing you in the next reading. Again, this is the Abundant Joy Tarot. This is Ade. If you are enjoying the messages that you're getting, please like, share, and subscribe. I'm happy to have you here. See you next time. Bye-bye. Hello, pile number 2. Welcome. This is the Abundant Joy Tarot. This is Ade, and I am here for the reading for day 5 for the 222 that we've been doing, which is exploring what do your guides want you to discover? What do your guides want you to know? Okay. And these are just a set of quick readings where we're looking at 2 affirmations/charm cards, 2 oracle cards, and 2 tarot cards, just to give us a quick message. And if you have chosen the raw clear quartz and this card here, this is your reading. So this was from the last reading. This is your reading. So let's take a look. I love this card just to begin with. I feel like there's a real sense of empowerment, and I'm getting hearing that this is a message from your guides to say, remember, loves, to stand in your power. You may also be individuals who, this is the moon card. This is a moon card. So this is the moon, but it's really giving me sun. But I'm really getting a sense that in whatever a way that you can receive energy from the outside, whether that be in full sun or full moonlight. Okay. That's what I'm seeing in this card. So if you are feeling depleted in some way, I would encourage you to get out into nature and see. Now we just had a new moon, so we're not at the full moon, but even if you get into bright sunlight, that may also be a regenerating source for you at this time based on what I'm receiving from this card right now. So let's just see what it says. So it says, I will persist. My will is strong. Okay. Beautiful. Okay. My will is strong. I will persist. My will is strong. So what I'm also hearing when I put that card down is just be mindful of your will. A strong will is a double-edged sword. So while it provides the energy that we need to be successful, it can also provide the energy that can cause conflict. Okay, so be sure that as you're standing fully in your will, that you're standing fully in your truth. Okay, I will persist. Be sure that you're persisting toward the things that you truly believe. Okay, that is when the will has power and strength. All right. Don't know what that was, but there it is. Okay. That your affirmation card is, I will love where I am right now. That's beautiful. I will love where I am right now. And this little canary looks like they're in a cage, right? Well, they are in a cage. They are in a cage. So if you are feeling caged in some way in your life, like, there have been times in my life when I felt like I wanted to open my heart, open my spirit, open my, live more openly or expansively, I guess is the word that I'm looking for. But I felt like I was trapped in certain ways or kind of closed in certain ways from being able to do that. And this card is saying, even if you're feeling caged in right now, loves, to allow your love, allow your light to expand beyond the restrictions that you currently have. Okay, beyond the restrictions that you currently have. Let's see what it says, actually. Those are just my initial thoughts. There is nothing that you cannot be, do, or have, and we want to assist you in achieving that. But we love where you are right now, even if you do not, because we understand how joyful the journey to where you want to go will be. Okay, so this is just another message that, here you're saying, I will persist, or the card is saying, I will persist. My will is strong. And I feel like your guides are echoing that, because they're saying, not only will you continue to persist on a journey that is going to bring you a lot of blessings, but to enjoy where you are right now. Take a breath, look around at your surroundings, focus on the places in which your love is expanding around you, because there really is a theme around love here in this reading. I can really feel it. It's very beautiful. It's very beautiful. Allow your heart to open up. You all you beautiful souls who chose pile number 2, I'm really getting a sense that you have a very loving and open heart. And so if at times you feel like your love is not received, your spirit guides are saying that it has not gone to waste. It is not wasted. Okay. It is not wasted. It is expanding beyond the cages that you see in the 3D and are expanding out into the world and will come back to you threefold. All right. That's the message that I'm receiving. So the 2 tarot cards that you have. Oh, okay. Beautiful. Beautiful. So you've got the Queen of Coins, a beautiful card, and the Lover's card. Now, the Lover's card can also be about choice. It can also talk about, relationship or being in partnership, coming together into a partnership of love and harmony. All right. But it can also speak of needing to make a choice of some kind, like a divine choice, a choice that you need to make, that needs to be made from your heart. When the Lover comes up, it is a choice that needs to be made, and the choice that you need to make needs to be based on the feelings of your heart. Okay. The Queen of Coins is a beautiful card. It is a Queen of Coins, also the Queen of Pentacles. So there's a stability in her level of abundance that she has, but she is a beautifully fertile, abundant, creative energy. She is a healer. She is really exists in a place of luxury and being grounded, practical. Her movement can be a bit slower than, say, the Queen of Wands, but her abundance is a very stable abundance. All right. So it really feels like you're moving to a space of the Queen of Wands and a space of a lot of love and harmony, because the Lover's card is all about love and harmony and divine partnership and joy. It's just a really, really beautiful card. And again, if you are at a space where you're needing to make a choice, and this card is representing a choice, it really, really is encouraging you to take a leap of faith. All right, to take a leap of faith on the choice that feels most strong to your heart, most clear to your heart. Okay, that is what you need to do with whatever the situation is that you're dealing with, because when you make that choice, you are going to land in the space of the Queen of Coins. And honestly, that's where we all want to be. I mean, she has full abundance, and so much abundance that she is able to give freely out to others that are around her. She is a very generous spirit as well. So it's just a beautiful message. And I feel like you need to really be mindful of the abundance that you currently have in your life. Speak on it. Be thankful for it. Even the small things that maybe you think, oh, well, I don't really have much of this, right? Think of the small things that bring abundance into your life, bring stability in your life. All of these things I want you to look at and begin to have an even greater appreciation, because what that will do is bring more of that to you, which is already coming, frankly. It's already coming for you based on these two cards here. And your guides are really, really calling out for a need for love. And I mean, this is just such a beautiful card with the roses and, this sort of tale of kind of the beauty and the beast type story of just an unconditional divine love. Okay. Really beautiful message. So let's see here now what your oracle cards are saying. Okay. And we have, the parrot spirit. Oh, and rainbow blessings. What a wonderful card. Okay, so the parrot spirit. Now, it says here, let's see if you can see this. So it says, parrot spirit, watch your words. Okay, so one thing we know about parents is that they listen to the surrounding, their environment around and what they hear around, and then they repeat back what that is. And so when this card comes up, it's really asking you to think about what words are you telling yourself? What are you telling other people about you? What are you articulating into the space? Remember that words have power, okay? The parent spirit reminds us to be mindful of the words that we're using, mindful of the words that we're using in connection with other people, mindful in the words that we're using in our own mind, in our own head. How are you speaking to yourself? Are you speaking to yourself lovingly? I heard someone say just not too long ago, they said there's absolutely no reason. I think it was another tarot reader on YouTube, actually. And she said there's absolutely no reason, nor is there ever a time in which you need to be unloving with yourself. Literally, never a time. Never is there a time for you need to punish yourself. Never is there a time for you to talk negatively to yourself. There's absolutely no reason for it. When I heard that just opened something in my heart, and I hope it opens something in yours. And I wish I could remember the name of the tarot reader that actually said it, but it was in relation to a different reading. But I feel like that is a message that is also here today, because it's about this parrot spirit is about how we speak to ourselves. And honestly, some of us speak worse to ourselves than anybody would ever speak to us. Okay, so think about how would you speak to someone that you love and adore, and speak to yourself in that same way. That is what this card is calling for. And I think it's a very clear message from your guides that that's what they want you to do. And this beautiful card here is the rainbow blessings card. Look at that. Rainbows are, in our world are considered sort of unique and magical, right? Even though we know the science behind it, but it is still a magical occurrence to see beautiful colors in the sky. This is a gorgeous view. And it's like You're looking from your own view of the world, and the rainbow blessings are coming down specifically for you, loves, who have chosen pile number 2. This is saying blessings in all forms are cascading into your life. Just as the rainbow has all the colors of the spectrum, so is every hue of your life blessed. Every aspect of your life will be blessed, y'all. That is beautiful. This is a great time to start a project, initiate a relationship, purchase a house, begin a health program, start a new job, or change careers. So if any of you all were coming into this reading with a question of, should I do this X, Y, and Z that's in my heart to do, that I need to make a choice about with this Lover's card here, follow your heart, because you will be blessed in that endeavor, whatever that endeavor that may be, whether it be a connection with someone else or whether it be a connection in your job, your work, or your creative endeavors. Let go of hesitations and concerns. Whatever you dream for your future, this is the time to start, and you will succeed. Okay? When the rainbow appears in the sky above, it's so beautiful, right? Have faith that blessings are abounding. Count your current blessings. So just as I was saying earlier, like, be grateful for the ones received and know that many lie ahead for you. In the deepest sense, you are the blessing yourself. So speak to yourself like you are that divine blessing. Oh, beautiful souls who chose pile number 2. I think this is a beautiful reading for you. I pray that you have a joyful and abundant day. Thank you so much for joining the channel. This is the Abundant Joy Tarot. I am Ade. If you like the messages that you're receiving, please like, share, and subscribe. And I am so happy to have you join me. I will see you at the next reading. Be well. Hello, pile number 3. Welcome back to the Abundant Joy Tarot. This is Ade. And if you have chosen this raw Lapis crystal and this card, then this is your message. Okay, wow. Just so in looking in this, like, that what I'm seeing here is her ability. It's like she is casting a spell, like she has her own unique power. I feel like your guides are saying that there is a power that you have that is within you, that you can release at any time. Wow, that's beautiful. So yeah, it's as if the power is coming from her hands in this image to me. That is what is coming up. But let's see what it says and get into this reading here. So it says, I can guide and lead others wisely with love and with love. Beautiful, Moon Goddess Hina. So this is talking about your ability as a leader, okay? So needing to really be in your strength, but leading from a space of love. So in whatever situation you're currently dealing with now, understand that you are able to be a leader in that situation. Now, sometimes when we lead softly. So you don't have to be the loudest one in the bunch to be the leader in the group. Sometimes you need to step up and make your voice loud and heard. And that is also a part of sort of stepping into your power of being the leader of something. But there's also other ways to lead. And there's multiple ways to be able to lead. So keep that in mind, because that is what is coming to top of mind now, that depending on who you are, understand you don't need to step out. This is what it is that you don't need to step out of who you are, who your essence is, to be a strong leader. There are all types of strong leaders, and particularly strong leaders that lead with love. Okay, so that is the message that is kicking us off. The affirmation card that you've got says, an empty feeling is telling me something important. Okay, so there's really something here about being mindful of what it is that you feel in your heart and in your soul when you are about your business. Okay. So when you're about dealing with whatever the situation is, again, it could be business, or it could be family, or it could be relationship, it could be whatever it is, whatever situation is sort of top of mind is really what I'm believing that your guides are speaking to you about. But in this card, what I'm really, hearing and understanding is that you need to be mindful of how it is that you feel about something. If you walk into a space and you feel uneasy about something, you should need to pay attention to it. It's not that you need to immediately leave that space, or it might not even be telling you something is wrong, but you need to understand what your feelings are and what it is they are telling you. Be mindful of that when you are walking out in the world. You can practice this literally by just being conscious of, at any moment, at any time. You could be shopping, you could be walking, you could be in your car or whatever. If it crosses your mind, just tap in and be like, how am I feeling right now? What's going on with me? Like, how am I actually feeling? So you can begin to get familiar with what is sort of your stable, your constant space of feeling, and what is when you are feeling differently, so that when you go into other spaces where you need to be extra alert, if you will, that your senses will be alerted, because you will know yourself more. Okay. I don't know why I said all that, but that was coming in the message. And here, let's read what the card actually says. So the card says, a negative feeling indicates that your current choice or of thoughts is so out of harmony that your source energy, that you are disallowing your full connection to that energy stream. You could say that your fuel tank is approaching empty. Your emotions do not create, but they do indicate what you are currently attracting. Okay. So that's what, this card says. But basically, our emotions are really, really important. I've also heard someone else just say recently that emotions are energy in motion. Okay. So they're about, they can be both warning signals as well as guides in certain ways to how we need to move forward. So tap into yourself and make sure that you're listening to how you are feeling right now and in given moments. All right. So let's see what's going on with your tarot cards. So you've got the Four of Cups and the Magician reversed. Okay. So this lets me know. So the Four of Cups is this card that talks about where you may be looking at what seems like it should be the external good, like maybe what society says is good, and not looking at all of the other wonderful things that are in your cups. It's also a card of apathy, if you will, lethargy, feeling like, what you have is not enough, feeling a sense of disappointment. Apathy is really the best word for this card. So you might be in a space right now where something that you're currently working on, or a relationship that you're dealing with, is in a space where you're feeling a bit of frustration, but mostly you're just feeling like kind of this card sort of has the energy of a little bit of self-pity, if you will, y'all, that has a little bit of, what's the point kind of thing. Okay. Like, that's the kind of energy that I'm getting, from this card, and that this card kind of represents. Right. And then that card being in connection here with the Magician reversed is very telling to me, because the Magician is a beautiful card. It's all about understanding your power of manifestation, bringing things into your life. But when it is reversed, okay, it has a different spin on it, right? Because it's kind of takes away the energy of its power, right? And it really turns to being more about what you are, that you're in some way stopping yourself from manifesting what you can. So unfortunately, it goes well with this idea of the apathy, because if you're in a space of feeling like, what's the point, or the apathy around it, then that's going to stop you from being able to manifest what you need. The magician reverse also actually speaks to insecurity, because when it is upright, you're talking about having a sense of security about what you can bring into your life. There's a resourcefulness in the upright magician, right? So here it's talking about delays, lack of imagination. Sometimes there are closed doors. So you may be feeling like there are closed doors in your current situation. You may be feeling a sense of lethargy and apathy in the situation, but your spirit guides are asking you to turn this magician upright. Turn it to the space of manifestation, to the belief in what is possible and creating those. Pumpkins are represented here. This is sort of that fairy tale of is it Cinderella, I think, where she turns the pumpkins are turned into the carriage and different things like that. The fairy godmother, okay? This is speaking of the tale of the fairy godmother. And so it really, it's about being able to take something that you have and turning it into something else by the power of magic and manifestation. So your spirit guides are saying you have that power, okay? You have that power, but you need to recapture your passion and your joy and your energy around the situation and begin to turn it around in the direction that you need to turn it, so that you're actually using the power of the magician, okay? Use the power of the magician. It's a very powerful source, and it is within you, okay? It is within you. Let's see what your oracle cards are saying. Come on, spirit. Okay, so we're talking about the panther spirit. The panther spirit says, reclaim your power, okay? All about power here. Look at this very powerful, strong animal, the panther. The panther spirit is talking about the courage that it takes to face challenges. Okay, it's going to take courage to face challenges, but the panther spirit is telling you that you are braver than you think you are. And now is the time to take a risk and step into a different aspect of your being. So if you have felt that you're kind of not that person who speaks out, you're not the one who takes the risk, you're not the one that does X, Y, and Z, the panther spirit and your guides are stepping in to say, yes, ma'am, yes, sir, you are. You need to reclaim your inner power and be able to take the risk that you need to move forward. Speak as you have never spoken before. Act as you have always dreamed. You might have the courage to act. Love fiercely and fully, and expect to feel the adrenaline rush of being fully in your power, y'all. That is beautiful, okay? You are being initiated into a new, braver, bolder you, okay? The panther spirit says it is time for dreaming about what you want to do, giving into taking that first courageous act towards reclaiming your power. Your new identity is going to feel strange at first, but you have what it takes and your soul wants this. Okay, so be bold. This card is really about being bold, powerful. The panther has a very quiet power, right? They're stealth. They come in. They like even their breath is like strong and power. Look at his eyes, so this is really a strong message for you, all of you beautiful souls who chose pile number 3, that it is time for you to be bold, to reclaim your power. And let's look at your final card. Oh, come on, spirit. Stepping into power. Stepping into power. Okay, we just got that. So this is being reinforced. You are strong beyond measure. Beautiful. And notice here, we started with, I can guide and lead others wisely and with love. Look at what he's doing. Can y'all see that? Like, he is leading the way in this picture. He's got the lantern. He's got the light. He's pushing ahead it almost looks like he's pushing against a storm or something, but he is moving forward in a strength that maybe even the others don't have behind him. Okay. You are strong beyond measure. Beloveds, step into your power. Take back your power. Stand in your own light. Look at this. He's standing in his own light. Even if your burden seems heavy, it makes you stronger. So if you've been standing on the sidelines and, letting other people, get their needs met and sort of acquiescing to what other people want and need, this card is letting you know it's time to stand up for yourself. That the challenges you faced are making you stronger. You no longer need to live your life for others. Okay? If you choose, your light can illuminate the path for those who walk beside you. You can lead. All right? But you've got to let your light shine. So please, all of you all who chose pile number 3, step into your power, reclaim your power, step into your light, let your light shine. It does not serve anyone for you to play small. And this message is very clear from your guides that you need to be bold. You need to no longer play small, but to go ahead, take the risk, trust and believe that you are being supported and that many great things are coming. Thank you so much for joining the channel today. It's been a pleasure to be with you. This is the Abundant Joy Tarot. I am Ade, and I'll look forward to seeing you in the next reading. Have a joyful day. Bye-bye.